Hello, everyone, and we're back for episode 24 of TEPS Sanctum of Stability. It's been a little while. We've had a lot going on in our personal lives, so we had to take a bit of a breather and a step back. Still trying to catch our footing for everyone, but we're mostly back. I believe last we left off, we left you guys with the fleshy tree man,
Yeah,
the flesh
that's what I remember.
horse. Yeah. Still trying to remember exactly what I had going on with that guy. So I forgot to take notes on him.
He is a fleshy tree man. There's not a lot to take notes on, I feel like.
Yeah, he was kind of a creation in the spur of the moment.
Oh, because it's happened a couple of times. Mic check for you, by the way.
Oh yeah. My mic should be working if you
Okay,
want to
good.
listen just in case, but it should be working. I switched it to the Yeti to make sure that one, it would be working, and two, I don't like the audio quality from the headset.
Yeah, I can get that.
It sounded very monotone and muted, like I had mush mouth. Nobody wants to listen to somebody with mush mouth.
I feel that. It still isn't as good audio quality as I'd want it, but
Yeah, I'm trying with it's the best I can get right now. I'm going to get an arm that comes down in front of me soon. Maybe, I don't know. Um let's see here. You guys had been teamed up with by a Michael Pollan or Palin. Um so far it's just the four of you guys. Uh, any notes that you guys want to go over from the last session with the audience, or
I know one thing I wanted to bring up with the players.
oh,
Yes.
So, so I wanted to double check with everyone if, excuse me, 2 seconds. I had a burp that just wouldn't leave me alone. Sorry. Um, if what would you two like to do in this situation as well? Because I was talking about it and thinking about it recently, and we have the option of basically raiding straight into the moth court right off the bat, or we have the option of going around and seeing if there's any other potential um, aids that might help. Regardless of what we do, one, the moth court knows we're in the Feywild, but they might not know we're on our way there. But if we go around talking to a whole bunch of people, I guarantee you they'll know we're on our way.
Um, I kind of feel like we need to just jump. The ones that will want to help us will help us, and the ones that won't. They know we're here, and the longer we kind of dilly dally, the more likely they are to find out our intention.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that way too. I'm feeling the jump, but I wanted to make sure that you two are on board, or if we should actually, spend our time getting strategics and getting people who are actually on our side with us.
so then an additional question is, if you guys are planning on going as straight to as possible, are you guys going to contact anyone outside of the plane?
because we do have that as an option as well. Example, something that I've thought of. We have the Lord of the Silverlight, who we can poke.
Um,
Uh,
how do we reach him?
We can reach him through Balthazar.
Yes, remember, you guys have books, you guys have technically communication stones you can use. Though it's been revealed that this hive mind entity works on a telepathic range and a telepathic network. So trying to see if the network is clear might be a good idea.
I think the book would be the best way to go about Balthazar.
Oh yeah, I figured the book anyways.
Having the Lord of Silverlight come in would give us another round in the chamber.
He should have an easy way of getting here. It's just up to Balthazar to actually grab him. But beyond that, I don't know anyone else that I would want to include. And even then, that would mean I owe a favor to him. So, but out of
Right.
anything, I haven't seen a problem with him. So,
Oh, you haven't heard of any of his deals. It's great. It's wonderful.
I mean, I just brought him a present.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some brains in a jar. Be my friend.
Isn't it great when you can just go to eldritch creatures and be like, here's a snacky, be friend?
if
That's Aznath in a nutshell.
Okay. So you guys are going to contact for the Lord of Silverlight. Anyone else you guys might want to contact for?
Not that I know of.
When should we reach out to Florence?
We could. He can't really help us though.
Right.
Yeah, he kind of enters the domain. He becomes mindless Mothman.
Oh, crumbs.
And he kind of goes lamp and goes towards Giant Moon.
Aha.
Which is good and bad
Yeah.
and good and bad, because technically it means that he's going towards the moon. But it also means that they're going to target the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Right.
They're going to be like, quickly, jump him! So, if you guys are going straight into this, are you guys going to try to do it as an infiltration, as a siege? What are you guys planning on doing then?
We're really shitty with infiltrations, as we've seen in the past, but that might be the best way.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Usually we go, let's sneak in there, and then we start shooting guns and screaming and
Well, that
blowing things
person
up.
died.
Oh, they didn't
He-
die. They left. They had to go home for business.
Yeah, he went to his home planet. They needed him. I think his ship blew up in orbit.
Home country, but...
But yeah, like infiltration's really the best option we got.
Okay. So, then we have to come down to, is there going to be a planning stage for this infiltration?
It'd be
this
nice,
heist?
but we have absolutely zero information on the place. So there's nothing we can plan. That's my usual run-in with this.
Which
Right.
is where you can take some time to technically do some planning and gathering of information and see what you can get.
Yeah,
Yep.
that works. So while we are waiting for the Lord of Silverlight, that might be a good idea to do. So writing a message to Balthazar sounds like the best idea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you've still got the book.
Yep. I am going to just pull out the book. As long as everyone's in agreement, I'm going to go ahead and write down a message. I'm going to send it over to Lycan.
Do it.
2 seconds.
So I'm going to get a message, groovy. And depending on the nature of the message and everything, determines exactly what the Lord of Silverlight might do.
What was the name of this forest?
I cannot remember.
Okay. I know that the forest had a name and that it was referenced, and I didn't write it down either, so I don't think we have it, aside from possibly watching past clips. I just want to say I'm mentioning the name in the message.
Okay.
I have it written down as like Sanctuary Grove, but that doesn't.
Hmm.
Could always call it the Mangrove.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm stumped for that.
I was like, who's joining?
Music.
The Ent Grove.
Improve, yeah.
The what?
The Intgrove?
It was called the Ent Grove? Okay.
Ah, got it.
No.
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 I don't have it.
We'll just call it the Mangrove then.
Mangrove
Okay.
works.
Because it's fleshy. Eldritch
The
like.
Fleshlands.
Ugh. Fleshlands, light. Ugh. Don't stick your fingers in places that you don't want to lose them in.
P.
Okay. So as I wait for that message, might have already come in. Nope. Okay.
I'm thinking of how to word it so Balthazar doesn't have to do more paperwork.
So Balthazar doesn't have to do more paperwork, so it just displays the urgency, all that fun stuff. So it doesn't display too much urgency, because that can cause a few issues too. Mobilize the entire forces! We're going to burn down the Feywild. Okay. So this is all being relied on.
There we go.
Here we are. Let's see.
I wish I had a, I think it's clairvoyance is the word I'm looking for. Should a clairvoyance spell.
Yeah. As Victor's sitting there, he's kind of playing around with the cube that he's carried with him from the start. Just kind of using it as a fidget.
You get a response from Balthazar after a few moments. And the response is, I can see what he can do. I don't know what his ties are to the Feywild.
Understood.
And he will respond to you in a few hours.
Thank you very much. Doing some research, so we'll be one more day, roughly.
At least, depending on how long it takes for mobilization of things.
Yeah. And I just respond with doing some research for a couple hours, so A-okay.
Yeah. So you guys had the rust in the mangrove then. After that, because I'm presuming you would do all this beforehand in the safety.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
So you can have
Makes
time.
the most sense.
Yeah, this way you can have time to rest while things are cooking. When you wake up, you have a message. It seems almost otherworldly with how it's written in the book. But as your eyes look at it, they do activate, and the letters start to rearrange.
Oh.
And it seems to be a message from the Lord of Silverlight. We'll be there in a week. I am contacting a few allies. We'll see what we can get you in forces, and I will be trying to get a hold of my shepherds. Any details on the plans in which you need to share, as Balthazar has left the book in my keeping?
My response to it is, how much this going to cost?
Let me see his humor right now.
Oh, I'm taking it very seriously. This is going to cost no matter what.
Being this is my court that I tend to favor, I'm not going to charge you right now. Consider this the favor for the rest of your compatriots.
Thank you. Do you need me to make any other contacts?
Contact us with any updates and any choices in your guys' plans. I will detail out the plan as necessary to the other parties I'm involving.
I plan on having a light party and doing my best to sneak in as best I can, trying to gather more information on the location.
Do you need a distraction?
Distraction would be useful. Map would also be useful.
Give me 2 days to see what I can dig up.
Is there anyone we should search out?
Are you going to write that in?
That's
Yes.
I did ask that.
Yeah.
I asked if there's anyone else we should talk to.
As far as I know, just seeing which Baylords in the courts might be upset with our current leader's problem. Our current leader's rule.
Any known allies?
A few, but they're on my side of the realm, so I will contact them to mobilize them.
Look forward to seeing you, friend.
I'll contact you in about 2 days.
Sounds good. Anyone else have any questions for him?
No, not at this time.
Reading through as many of the rolls. Well, notes I do have. Changed that name. Yes, Julian. That was the problem. Yes. Okay. So, next up, since you guys are planning a heist, is choosing who is going to do each thing and who is helping out. This is going to technically be group skill checks. So you guys can do stuff like digging up information through talking to people, through... Sorry. Through trying to...
It is difficult to keep things on the down low. That's the other thing.
Yep.
That's why I really only wanted to contact Lord of Silverlight.
Yep.
The more noise we make, the more obvious it is that we're going to be planning an attack. So
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
And he's very good at keeping details low, and people know him for being secretive at times.
mm-hmm.
Very secretive.
Mm-hmm.
So people who work with him tend to be like, okay, just tell me what the plan is and what I need to do. But yeah, so if you're gonna dig up any information on your side or whatnot, you guys would have to make group checks. If you guys are going to try to infiltrate yourselves and try to supplant yourselves in a better position, you guys can make a check for that as well. I just need to know what other actions you might try to do in the 2 days before being contacted.
Personally, I just kind of want to do a recon of the area, at least a little bit. I don't know if we can actually get and infiltrate without getting caught. I feel like that's just going to get us caught every time, 100% of the time.
Right.
Okay.
As a D&D player over the years, I have never once ever had that work.
I mean,
unless it was literally written into the story and it's literally in a pre-made book that's what happens.
yeah, that, or here's the other thing, most groups don't have everyone using stealth. Because there's always that one guy in full plate that, you know, has like 0 dexterity bonus and has disadvantage and is just clanking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, good thing
one
you guys...
thing that
Hmm?
Victor is just kind of noting, like, the flow of nature, like how the spacing seems to be. He's wanting to learn kind of what the battleground could be that they're walking into.
Okay.
like kind of general recon, plus looking for like ways in and out. And if there's anywhere that could be turned into like pinch points if combat becomes a necessity.
So you guys going to be doing recon through mostly watching and looking from a distance at the actual estate of the court.
At least to a degree.
Okay.
Also, Stella, if you are talking to us, it's very difficult to hear you at the moment. I don't know if that's just specifically like audio.
That's just background.
Okay, that's what I'm like. I don't know if that's you really low, or if that's just the background noise.
No, that was background. I could tell it wasn't Stella. Okay.
I've had issues where friends sounded super far away, and I didn't even realize it was them talking.
So we have the group doing a perception on pinch points and potential ways in. Any other recon you guys are looking to do?
I kind of want to get the general size of forces and things like what's a word? I doubt they really have a lot of pattern to it, but I would assume that there's some type of guard and some type of pathing they might do.
Yeah.
I also don't have my dice on hand.
Okay.
And I don't know if I can get a bonus for using my my eyes.
You can. It can get you certain bits of information. What you're going to give me is a perception check with advantage and an additional set of dice per each person. Well, and an additional dice will be rolled by each person helping with you on trying to do that task. Draven is going to be looking for weak spots and pinch points. So he's going to be the main roller for that.
Gotcha.
You guys can still help out with each other with knowledge and information being passed back and forth. So I will allow you guys to help each other if you desire to sit here and add additional dice to each other. Both of you will have advantage on your 3d10, so it'll be 3d10. 2 highest will be added to the pool.
All right.
That means I require to get out some paper. Because I'm going to have to write down numbers for people.
When you have to get playing cards out of your dice tray.
Playing cards.
Yeah, I had a couple of decks of cards in my dice tray.
Oh.
And here, I'm the card mage. My dice had just been pushed way far back into the back reaches of my my table. No one remind Mighty Mouse that we're streaming, okay? I don't want to get dinged constantly.
Hey, Mighty Mouse.
Me saying as I'm inviting Mighty Mouse to the stream.
Nah. You like the abuse.
I actually don't know if there's currently a Bane on me right now.
If there was, then it would just be removing your advantage.
Yeah.
Which means you would just roll at normal and give me those 2
I
dice.
would say I don't have. I'm gonna assume that I don't have one right now, because I don't know of one.
Okay.
Oh, these new dice are chunky.
I want some chunky dice.
So, who all is helping out with these tasks? Are you all helping out on both, or do you want Michael helping out, or is his stealth? I don't...
I'm going to help out where I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna help.
So, do you have good perception, Stella?
I have great perception.
I was possibly going to ask you to help me and maybe Michael to help Draven. Then we can get an even level.
Yep. That's good.
Okay.
And you guys can both pass back information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's based off of wisdom. Okay. Which actually is... Oh, no, wrong character. Oh, yeah, actually, that's really stacking one side. Gotcha. Okay. But you're using your eyes, which will allow you to use your magic stat instead of your wisdom for your perception.
Yep.
You're
Okay,
just
yeah.
getting normal, so that's going to be a 3 for you. What is your skill bonus? Perception, you have novice, so that's a 4. Perception, you have adept, so that's 2. Yeah. I was about to say you.
No, I know.
didn't
I
really
was just seeing what the score was with it switched.
So it means we're going to have a +7. We're going to have a +4. Draven's perception is...
Not as good as it should be.
I mean, you got a base +5. That's without any skill into it. The only reason why Axe is sitting here and beating you in that bonus is he's technically cheating by using his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Which I'm still trying to hide from people too, so it's like, oh yeah, that only happened this once. That was a fluke. That definitely wasn't a normal thing that I have a power with.
Okay, so
You guys didn't see anything. No one's asked any questions since then.
But now you're actively using them to do this, so... Okay, I'm going to require for... We're going to start with the forces and patterns. X. I require from you 3d10.
Okay.
I'll need the actual values.
Oh, got it. I need another die. I had already rolled the 2, but I'm just gonna remember the amount and number and then tell you what they were. But never mind. Give me a second to put on another die.
Actually, I'll probably go person by person so I can just add everything in.
That's a D8. That's a D12. That's a D10, but it goes in 10s, 20s, 30s. Fuck it, I'll go for it. Just not that one, because I can't see that one. Clear one's gonna be better. Ugh. Alright, so we got 8, 7, and 2.
8, 7, and 2. At least there's a good chance that that 2 is going to be dropped entirely out of the pool. And your 1 dice to add to the choke points and entrances.
Oh, me?
No, for Axe. I'm going person by person.
8. That was another 8.
Okay.
Hilariously, same die that had the 8 on it originally.
Next up will be Draven. I require 3d10 for your choke points and entrances. This will
3, 7, 3, 7, and an 8.
Okay. And I need your d10 for the forces and patterns.
And a 9.
Okay. And I
Better
require...
than I did.
And I require from Stella a d10 for the forces and patterns. If you need one of us to roll for you, just let us know.
Oh yeah, I just had roll on the sheet.
Yep, and we'll just need a d10. Ouch. So, if you want to use a reroll, just looking at that first roll, which is the one we would take, well, you've only really got a 10% chance to really improve the roll. Might not be a good idea to use your reroll. Might be a good idea to hold it. So... oddly enough, both rolls got the same base. The only difference is we have a plus 16 versus a plus 17. So we got a 34 for the entrances and choke points and a 33. What did I accidentally click? What happened? What? Who? Okay. So with a 34, I want you to roll me a luck check, Draven. And I need a luck check from Axe as well.
Just, obviously, that's part of our stat block, right?
Yeah, 2d10 plus your luck modifier.
Alright. Just a second.
Okay, so it's going to be... My brain can't math today, I'm sorry. Jeez. 17 on my side.
Okay. 13. Which sheet of the stats is the luck on?
Luck is going to be on the stats page, and it's right there
Okay.
in the mental attributes at the end. So you've got a
Alright,
plus
so
2.
15.
Okay. We notice there we'll start with the forces and patterns. There's a lot of forces going in and out here and there. Mostly what looks like squad leaders and everything getting commands. There's meetings that seem to be held several times a day for their invasion forces. You do see a feminine looking creature that keeps on getting pulled in here and there to those meetings. It looks almost like some of the creatures you faced, the Mind Reavers and all that, but more humanoid. More like it's got a set form almost. A lot of them seem to not be casters, but there seem to be at least 1 to 2 casters on every shift of guards. And they seem to be trying to use magic to see through illusions in that. There is, however, as you go over all the notes on choke points and entrances as well, there are several choke points going in and out of these places that you guys could hold up in for a few moments to try to recollect yourselves and hope for some help. Most of them are the hallways. Seem to be tight enough to try to funnel it down to some of them down to like 2 people coming at you at a time. There is, however, as you guys watch, especially near the kitchens, small ferrets that seem to be stealing food by seeming to vanish out of existence and then reappearing in the kitchen, causing mischief, grabbing food, and then seeming to wormhole back out. Now, you guys only come to the conclusion that they're small ferrets because they return back to their parents, which you notice are about the size of a bus. These are Fey ferrets. They move through quantum pockets and quantum realms that some scholars consider like the roots of the Feywilds. So like a separate demi-plane within the Feywilds itself that they move through. They have a purple and green and brown kind of color scheme depending on kind of where they're from, their kind of breed. And they seem fairly intelligent. Beyond that, they seem to interact fairly well with some of the children of the kind of area. Some of the serfs and all that, they seem to interact well, the children do. The adults, however, seem different. If you guys watch the adults, you realize that they actually feed off of red caps. As in the creatures. They hunt down red caps and eat them. Yeah. Just lovely creatures of mine. Sadly enough, in this kingdom, their usual trainers aren't around. So.
Oh boy.
Yes, you've got many options. You can go in through, like, the kitchens or something, where there seems to be a little bit less defense, but that's because they don't have a lot of room to go through. There's trying to go in the front gates, but that's a lot of guards you're trying to go through. There is trying to sneak up into the chamber of Julian, which really there's only one of you with abilities that could get you in there. So that's hoping for a 1v1 assassination.
And I could see as not trying that, but one of those, no, that might not work very well considering we don't know how strong Julian is.
Yeah.
We know he's strong enough to, upheave a realm, so it's pretty cut and dry that he might be strong enough to cause problems.
Yep.
Probably causing problems myself in your way.
Now, the one that notices the most about the Fae Ferrets is going to be Axe. He's the one that's going to notice it first. That these weird creatures are using magic to tunnel between the two. Which is suiting, being he's using his eyes.
This is an ability I might be able to pick up.
I mean, let's see how many.
You already kind of have it, dude.
Yeah, but I'm curious on this type of teleportation.
You still have 40 left.
I think I was saving up for something. I don't remember.
I know you got tricks up your sleeve.
I will say, is this a different and useful form of transportation over the top of shift in betweens, or is this basically just a different type of shift in betweens and there's no reason for me to get it anyways?
It's kind of like Nightcrawler and all that, where it's actually its own different realm that you're moving through. That's parallel. It's kind of like if you were moving through the ethereal plane. Yeah.
Question. When they shift, do they seem to be seen by the guards who are using magic, be able to divine things?
When they're in this pocket realm, no.
That might be useful.
Even you seem to lose track of them when they go into the pocket realm. You can just see them when they go in and out. So it's actually its own dimension. It's
the
not
key
an
there
illusion
is,
or anything.
I would say the key there is if they can see things on the other side of that, that's extremely useful. But if they can't see what's happening, then there's no way for it. That's about just as useful as shift in betweens.
Oh, you wouldn't know unless you go in.
Yeah, I am kind of curious to learn it, though. I'm not going to lie. That does seem uniquely interesting. So I think I'm going to try to pick that ability up over the next 2 days.
You try to, only to figure out it's a genetic thing.
Damn.
Which your eyes cannot get.
Yeah.
It's a blink ferret.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blink dog, but a blink ferret, and it's actually even cooler because it's, what is his name? Yardavasker or something like that? The squirrel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with how he goes amongst the tree branches and that between the worlds. Similar to that, but these are ferrets that just live to eat and cause mischief. Also, some of them are bus-sized, so it means some of these tunnels that they're going through are massive.
Right.
So, Any other information you guys might look for before we resolve the...
I just want to be able to possibly sneak into the place without, just like walking in blindly.
Yeah. And are you going to share any of this information with your compatriot in the book?
Sure. I will go ahead and pass whatever usable information is back, including the fact that they're using magic to be able to locate people. I assume that the set form person is possibly the spawn mother, so to speak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. On the second day, you receive a message in the book. I have 2 allies sending units with my own. Do you require a distraction to cause an opening? Or are you looking for a siege?
How strong is Julian? Do you think we would fare decently against him?
I have not gauged your strengths in a while. If I'm going based off of what you were when I first met you, you're not going to enjoy yourselves.
Quite a bit more, but I don't know whether or not let's see. Yeah, we've gained quite a bit of more power, but there's no way to know. Distraction to get in would be best. We're hoping to be able to end this quickly. More so, want to cut the head of the snake off rather than wear them down all the way.
I will alert my brother Brawley.
I know him.
Actually, you guys would vaguely...
Scully Arena.
Yes. He's the one whose forces are actually outside the Skelly Arena who use it for training. Regularly. So, you guys seem to wait for what feels like forever, but it's only a couple of hours. And then you hear what sounds like the doors to the palace being slammed into. From your point of view, all you can see is what looks to be 12-foot tall, ram-like creatures with golden horns and matted dreadlocks for wool, slamming into the door over and over again.
It seems like our distraction. I think we should probably go in on that then.
Yup.
And
Let's do it.
can tell that the wooden doors are splintering from their blows.
I take it we're probably going to be going straight to Julian's chambers as best we can, assuming he's even
Trying
there.
to.
Yep.
There's no way for us to really know where he's at specifically, so
So are you guys going through the kitchen, a side door? Are you going to use the rams as your battering rams through? What?
I would say the kitchen.
The kitchens, man.
Yep. I agree.
Any good infiltration starts through the kitchen.
Well, I mean, we've already seen creatures popping in and out there, so yeah, sure, they might be paying attention to that, but they're also used to that happening.
Mm-hmm. So as this is happening, the doors to the kitchen are locked. But I'm sure you guys have a creative enough way to deal with that.
Do I have lockpicking shit? I distinctly don't remember.
I mean...
Oh, hold on. What type of lock is this?
It's one inside the door. It's...
Damn.
Yeah.
Considering we're going in through the kitchen, this is a back door, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a shift in betweens to get in there.
Okay.
And can we see the other side of the door? Like, is there a window that I can see to possibly get over there? Or am I just doing this blind? Just other side of the door, here I am.
Yeah, you can see through a window. There's like a cupboard that the door is kind of creaked open. So, you could technically pop into there and move towards the door.
That would be best.
You see a couple of the cooks and that seeming to move towards the servant quarters, and one guard in there.
I relay this information, and I say I can make that jump if you want me to unlock the door from the inside.
Yes, please. It's about the only way I can see to get in.
Go for it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I suppose I need to roll stealth.
Yes.
Careful.
I'm going to use a reroll on that one. That was a good reroll. I got 2 10s.
Okay. Yeah, you pop in, and the guards he still seems to be looking down the hall towards the main part of the castle. He seems to be new, young, and quite frightened at what's going on suddenly.
It's pretty obvious we're attacking the base, but,
Yeah.
they don't know how far in we are, so...
Yeah, they also don't know that it's happening as a pincer attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna unlock the door.
Okay. That is going to prompt another observation from him, because that's not going to be exactly quiet. Locks aren't quiet. Especially not old ones.
Mm-hmm.
As you unlock it, he slowly turns, and you see this face of abject horror as the door opens, and what he sees is an 8'10" lizard standing there. So, from one direction, he knows 4 rams are trying to bust down a door, and you just opened a door to an 8'10" lizard who is there just licking one of his eyes. I'm going to roll an intimidation. I don't think it matters what that other dice was, because that was a pretty bad roll for the first one. Where did the other dice go? Nice.
Always prompt a reroll for him.
But do I want the guard to reroll?
Oh, no, I don't want the guard to reroll.
Michael did so good there. Yeah, no, that's not even half of his roll. The guard faints.
Oh, God. I'm taking the easy way out, Thwomp.
That's not even the easy way out. He's just like, oh no! His voice cracks and everything, and you just see him. Foot.
That's the other option you never really hear talked about on fight or flight.
Yeah. It's just pure abject horror and going, I'm dead.
If only I had the binding chains.
I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that. He just saw something that, to him, because of his size, it's like Godzilla.
Yep.
He doesn't want to play with that.
All right. I know there's cooks in here. Are they even noticing us, or is this
One of the
away
ladies
from
that seems to have already gotten the rest of them into the serf's quarters just kind of looks over at you guys, looks at the fainted guard, and just closes the door slowly and puts a bar in front of it. Just like, nope, not my problem. They're cooks.
All right.
They have absolutely nothing that they can do here.
They could literally just skewer you.
Yeah, but against an 8'10" lizard with a big gut, they don't really want any of that. They don't want
Right.
anything with your guys' group because it's like, oh no, that's a gun,
So yeah.
and there's a giant lizard.
Well, stealth didn't go very well, but here we are.
Yeah, it's stupid, but it works.
So we step in, kind of look around, and move.
Okay.
Where's our route? I don't think we ever got a map, but
No, I haven't had time to make a map because I thought you guys were going to take a few
No.
episodes to do everything.
I'm talking purely like our characters got
Oh.
map. I'm not talking about out of character. I realize out of character, there's no way.
Yeah, and on top of it, you guys have a gist of where to go.
Yeah.
You guys rolled high enough. You guys were in the 30s. You guys were able to piece together a good enough approximate of a map.
Okay. We know where Julian's quarters are, but we don't know exactly the rough approximate of how to get there. Just they're that direction, so we'll head that way.
Yeah, you know what corridors you could see, but not what ones weren't there.
All right.
Does Victor notice any of the ferrets kind of popping around?
Yeah, actually, a couple of them seem to be popping in and stealing food while everyone is gone.
Well, Victor's gonna grab some food off of one of the tables. And as he's walking toward the door, he's kind of gonna be keeping an eye out for one. And if one approaches, he's gonna hand them the food and just kind of nod.
Are you trying to befriend the ferrets?
Yes.
Roll me an animal handling.
I mean, I approve this tactic.
It's a knowledge skill, animal handle. Well, handle animal. Which thankfully you've got a +5 to, so.
18.
Yeah, that the little baby ferret ends up taking some food from you. Seems to kind of just look at you and watch.
There's as much chaos as you want, little one.
It reminds me, where is your raccoon?
I left him with Florence.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to risk him in the Feylands. But now that I'm thinking about it, I probably...
Yeah, he probably would have
He's-
started an uprising with the ferrets. It's a good thing.
He's with Florence.
Raccoon just standing there making squeaking noises, and it's like, wonder what he's saying. Cast, speak with the animals. Rise up, my brothers!
Well, there's no raccoons in. Oh God, the faith ferrets! He summoned the big ones. Yeah,
But
that'd
yeah,
be
we're
horrifying.
definitely going to be working our way out.
Okay.
Making my way downtown.
So you guys are working your way towards there. What is your passive perceptions? What?
I passive perception. Hold on, I have something I want to do as well. By the way,
Oh no.
passive perception would be my current perception skill plus 10, or what are we looking
Yeah.
at?
Yeah. So yeah,
So
14, 15, okay. And that seems to be the gist all over the place. It is 14s and 15s. Okay. Okay. Yeah, as you guys continue through the halls, you do see the young ferret following behind you guys.
I have something else before we leave the area.
What else?
Do you guys want to include the ferrets? Do you want to cause some chaos with these little guys?
Yes.
'Cause we can have them do some stuff.
Like what?
Oh no, am I forgetting a spell you have or something?
You are.
Oh shit. Oh, you have speak with
I looked
animals.
down.
Oh no.
You speak with animals and go, hey, do you want to cause some chaos, little one?
It just looks up at you and is like, chaos?
We're trying to get further into this place, and we need some more distractions. You can have whatever's in the closet here if you cause some distractions for us.
Distractions?
And I'll even leave the door open so you don't have to tunnel in here.
Roll
Distractions. What was that?
Roll me a persuasion.
I'm going to be supportive of this.
Okay, that's persuasion for 14. Not the best roll, but not the worst roll.
Being how influenceable these things are, oh god. Oh, jeez.
I said for the raccoon. I meant for myself.
Okay, so it kind of looks back at the other ferrets and it's like, bring Graja. And they're like, Graja. And you see them seem to...
He raises his arms up.
They look at you a second. Then they all look at each other, and you see the rest of them vanish as the one seems to sit there and follow you guys through the hallway. As you guys get a little bit deeper into the place, you guys hear a lot of noise and chaos starting at the back of the castle now. In fact, it sounds like walls are being crumbled. There are a few rooms between you and it. You could peek through one of them to see out the window if you want to see what's going on. or you can continue your path. But needless to say, there is now noise from both directions of chaos happening.
All right. I'm happy with the level of chaos that is currently happening. This is a good thing. Do we need to roll stealth as we're going through these halls?
I mean, probably would be a good idea.
Nine and 9, 18. That's not even with a plus. 22 modified.
Okay. And everyone else?
Looks like a 13.
My mom ever read my message? No.
Yeah, 13.
So oddly enough, the worst amongst you was the ferret following behind you guys, who rolled a 9. So as you guys are going through the hallways, a guard points their spear at the little ferret. And the ferret just looks up at him. And Axe, your spell's still going, so you hear Graja as it holds its hands up. And after a second, you see the wall behind him seem to smash open as a giant ferret swallows the guard.
Oh my gosh. Fantastic.
The giant ferret looks like it's very old, has bushy brows, and a oddly almost wizened beard about its chin.
Nice.
And it looks to be standing about, if it were to be able to stand from tail to head, as tall as the wizard's tower to this place. This
I wonder
is Garaja.
if he remembers Florence.
I mean, it's still there, swallowing a guard. I mean, you want to take your chances?
He looks over at Azeroth as he kind of asks that question to the air. It's like, should I ask or just leave it be?
I think we should probably leave it be.
Yeah, let him enjoy his meal.
And you see him start scurrying along the building like some centipede or millipede looking for more food.
Oh God.
You guys caused this.
I mean, and the price was what? Some food. I'm okay with this.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
back.
Connection just randomly drops.
Oh. So you missed Graja and his snack.
I got garage.
Ah,
Just
We didn't
real
hear it
brief
drop at all, so
interrupt.
we have no idea.
yeah. So yeah,
Alright, so
Graja is millipeding his way around the castle now, on the outside, trying to find more tasty guards.
All right. Where are we at? How far away are we?
From what little you can guess, it seems like you guys are only a few more moments away from Julian's chambers.
Well, here we go.
So, as you guys approach, there seems to be a guard inside, sitting here going, and the ferrets are attacking. Why are the ferrets attacking? I don't know, but Graja's back. What? But he never comes out. He's always sleeping. They're always stealing food for him. I don't know. We don't know what's going on. Something has provoked him, and then there's the rams outside. We don't know what's going on.
I have such a cold, bad thing to do.
Oh no. Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
Oh, it just depends on if I want to be a bastard or not.
I mean, you're dealing with a bastard, so I mean, why not?
Oh, I just realized, how far away are we?
You guys are in the hallway, kind of on the other side of the door. The door is kind of cracked open in that. What?
If I were to throw something, would I be able to throw it through the doorway?
Yeah.
I have a flashbang. Just one, mind you. Oh, it does say flash bangs with an S, but I don't see a number of them actually in my inventory, just the one.
What are you plotting?
I want to throw a flashbang over the guard's head into the chambers.
It's because it looks like you put them in multiple different slots.
Oh, no. The stuff that's below, there's a reason for that. The sheet was glitched after flashbangs. And if you just see flashbangs, flash powder, flashbang, that's because the sheet was glitched. And I actually needed to put something in those slots. Otherwise, they wouldn't work. So
you have the chain still, right?
No, that was
I have
being
manacles
used.
and I have daggers.
Oh.
So you have a flashbang.
I do, and I would really like to throw that into the room and then go into the room.
Mm-hmm. Anything to help us.
Please roll me I believe I still have it as a sleight of hand. Yes, a sleight of hand.
I am going to give myself an advantage on this one because I do not want to fail this roll. Me. That's an 8 and a 9. Do I even need advantage? I do not. An 8 and a 9 is what I'm getting.
Okay.
And I don't know what my sleight of hand skill is. Hold on.
That's a plus 5. Yeah. So you had an 8 and 9, 17, 22. And neither of them notice in time.
You guys definitely see Asenath walk up and whoop, throw something into the room. And then look away before it goes off.
Being you guys are behind the door, what you guys see is a large flash and you hear a loud bang. And then the next thing you guys hear is just him going, "Oh, God, my eyes! Why?"
Surprise round, let's go! Asenath is going to pull the cold iron daggers he's got on hand.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
Yup. And he's going to try to get at that guard at that point.
Click, click.
Okay, so you're going after the guard.
Yeah.
The guards are having a bad time right now.
Oh, that guard's going to be having the worst of times because I don't think he's going to live till tomorrow.
So you sneak in behind this old man of a guard.
Oh, he's an old man. Never mind. I'm not going to kill this guy.
Are you sure? He's an old man. He's still buff. He's still strong.
All right.
He's still a sturdy guy.
I could also try to non-lethally take him. Considering, you know, this is technically my court once it's not mine, but, you know, partially mine as a lord.
However you want to do this, man. I just need to know who the target of your surprise
you know what?
round.
I'm gonna go a little less stabby, murdery.
Okay. We should
So
we should probably do initiative after the surprise round.
Yeah, I'm. What non-lethal moves do I have? Can I throw a card non-lethally and still like charge it?
Yeah, you can
and
even
whatnot?
choose to use like the daggers non-lethal and all that stuff. It's just cold iron is very
Smack
owie.
him with the flat of it.
Yeah, that would still
Yeah.
burn him.
Mm.
Can I use Arcane Strike with my hands or claws?
Yes. You can.
Can I
slap somebody.
non-lethally Arcane or Lunar Strike?
Yes.
I'm gonna Lunar Strike with, I guess, claws in this case. Which I don't usually do because I almost never use claws. I don't really particularly like them.
You could always do the old James T. Kirk double fist punch.
Yep. I just want to take him down, so I'm hoping to get him while he's, you know, surprised. Do I have full movement or?
Yeah, you would get there.
Okay. Question: am I minused for throwing one of the flashbangs, or am I not?
No. I'm considering that the initiation of combat and the start of the surprise round will begin as everyone fresh. So, yeah. All of you guys get a nice surprise round. These two apparently are just going to be... And roll with advantage against him.
Are these loaded?
What?
Fuck's sake. I got a 9 and an 8 again. I'm literally, and it's on the same freaking dice.
It's okay, you
All
had
right.
an advantage anyway, so the likelihood of getting high was good.
That's for one. I need to lose 2 attacks, right?
You could. I'm not going to tell you
Unless
how
I
many.
don't need it a second.
I'm not going to tell you how many attacks it takes.
I mean, if it seems like I had really good purchase, and I probably don't need a second one. But I'll burn all of my attacks as long as he's down in 1 turn. So I'll go for another one.
Okay, so you're going to hit him with a second one? Okay, remember with advantage.
Does it seem like he's gonna drop after the first one?
Remember, you're doing this all within 1 turn.
Yeah.
So, which one are you using? Which one are you using? Your
10.
lunar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to go for non-lethal, my man. That's why I'm like, is he going to drop? Because I don't want to accidentally kill the guy.
Well, you're going non-lethal, so it won't kill him.
Yeah. And then that one's gonna be, so that's 15 to hit on the second one. I rolled kind of lower.
Okay. And is that all the attacks you're putting on this guy?
Yes, because I only have 2, and then I would have a quick action for a third, which I'm withholding because reasons.
So you smack him on both sides of his neck, and it takes a second, but then you see him just collapse onto his knees and then down to his face.
And I'm going to proceed into the room and assume the rest of us are going to be following along with.
In fact, your first blow, where you hit him, you feel the collarbone crack.
That's fine. He'll live.
Yeah. You hit him with a crit on that one.
Whoopsies.
Yeah. That's why I said, I'm not telling you if he's out. Because his body's going to take a second to react to that anyways. Off. Okay.
I need to go and get my mana taken care of.
So now it's the rest of the team. Draven and Stella. Who wants
Stella.
to go next?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead, Stella.
I gotta check something real quick.
I mean, I guess I'll take it. How many voices did we hear in the room to begin with?
Just the two, and one of them seems to be face first on the carpet right now. The other one seems to be a slim-looking guy. In fact, the flashbang... Oh, slim-looking guy that currently has fur coming off of him. Like black fur and wings. But the fur starts to kind of dissipate back into clothes. It seems the flashbang and whatnot seems to have changed him temporarily.
So, how many squares wide is the hallway?
This is his room.
Mm-hmm.
So you're ambushing him in his bedroom.
So, I am going to come in. I'm trying to figure out if that is Florence. Or not Florence, Julian.
With safe assumption, that might be Julian because he's been in every meeting and he seems to have been the guy that they escorted out of the room when stuff started going down.
Okay. So,
they just didn't expect somebody to get this far.
alright. Arcane strike with my sword.
Oh,
I am going to try to bring him down. And we all have advantage, right?
Yep. Because he's blind right now.
Um, 15 on the dice.
Only I had the chains. This would be a really good time to throw them.
Jesus. Alright, 19.
Looking at that.
And I'm also gonna put an arcane barrier in the doorway.
Nice.
Okay, so basically you're blocking all the opponents out and blocking you guys into this cage match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down for this.
All right.
This is gonna be fun. Stella's turn.
Now we just beat the shit out of him until he stops moving, right?
Okay.
It's bully
Excellent.
time.
I need been distracted. I need to sit rep.
You need a what?
Mhm.
Sit rep. What's going on?
You
Where
guys
did you
entered the
leave off?
Yeah, you guys entered the room to attack him. There was a flashbang that went off. The guard is unconscious. Only thing that's left is Julian, who just took a heavy hit from Victor. Yeah.
Okay. And I think in preparation, I would have had cold iron ammunition loaded.
Sounds about right. Jesus fuck.
He's about to.
I am going to shoot him in the face.
I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Julian. We roll up into his room and are like, "Fuck you, old man."
That's not even old man. He's the younger brother.
Well, he's old in comparison to us, so.
Fuck you.
How many times do we need to teach you his lesson, old man?
Okay,
Just
so you're
SpongeBob quote on him.
you're gonna fire at him. Go ahead and roll your attack with advantage. Oh, cold iron shot. Are you using anything like arcane or whatnot?
Yeah, I'm going to do arcane strike and
And you don't use your attribute, you use modifier. There you are.
I was misbehaving.
You fire and you miss. I believe you have... Yeah, you have enough to technically fire 3 times.
I will use all the things that he's vulnerable to.
Hmm?
And fire.
Oh, hang on. Advantage. You did hit with that. There we are.
It is nice when they're blind.
Yes, it is. And were you using your arcane shot with it, or?
Yes.
Oh god, and you have puncture. Oh no. Oh
He's gonna
no.
die.
Truly, I was hoping to not kill him if we can, but I mean, if he does die, it's not a problem.
In fact, does Victor have that too? Oh no.
Bye-bye.
Ew. Okay, so he's at... Before your first shot, he's got 3 puncture. Jeez. 10, and you're doing an arcane shot. I don't think you have destruction. So is this going to be a straight? Straight, right? Yes, straight. With your intelligence. Okay. Which still is a +3. Okay. So it's going to put it at... And you get... Because that's using your accuracy for that damage.
We've
Do you just
enacted
have the
pain
Novus?
train.
Huh?
Yeah, you just have the
What for?
Novus. So 6, 4, 7 puncture stacks. Ew. His armor's almost shredded. Are you firing a second time?
I mean, I think the answer to that would be obvious.
Yeah, you're
He's still
just...
standing, right?
Okay, so you're just gonna fire 2 more times. Gotcha.
Yes.
Actually, that was a crit. That's also a crit. So about that armor, it does not exist anymore. And the third hit. Come on. Okay, and that's just a normal hit. Woo! Poor Julian. Poor Julian.
I want to bring notice to the time. It is time for a break.
Did you want Michael Palin to do his turn first? And then...
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start with initiative when we get
Yeah.
back.
I just want to mention the time frame, and I
Yep.
do have to use the bathroom. So
So I'll do Michael Palin real quick, and then we'll take our quick little bathroom break. So Michael is going to walk on in, and since we're already sitting here and having a very, very interesting fight with him, he's just going to use his axe. He's going to figure why prolong this. That's a crit. That's a crit.
I like it when he doesn't get to have fun with any of the bosses he makes.
Well, that was a double crit, and he was going to use Poison Strike on both.
About possibly trying to keep him alive and not killing him, I think we might not have a choice anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. He rolled up in the wrong hood.
Yeah. Say in my court.
And he gets to use his wisdom because he's no doubt briar raging. Oh no. That's a two-handed axe. That's just... He doesn't have any proficiency in... Good. So that's just 9 damage a swing, 18 per crit. He had 2 crits, 36 damage in 1 turn.
Ouch.
Okay, and with that, we will go to break before doing the initiative when we get back. For the probably one last turn that there will be. Because he's got 10 stacks of poison on him. Oh, wait, yes.
Not to mention all the puncture stacks.
That reminds me, his poison will go off on his turn, so before we go to break, I'll pop that on there. So I don't forget that. Yeah, there we are. Just a healthy 100 damage already on him.
Yep. And I haven't even hit him.
Yeah! It's a good thing I made this guy a much more sturdier opponent. Okay.
I mean, if we really just wanted to nuke him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I use range spells non-lethally?
Yeah. So all of your
Okay.
allies are currently not currently going lethal. But we will take a break here and be back in like 10-15 minutes. Gonna take a bathroom break for everyone and get drinks. So while we're on break, take care of yourselves, do a bio break yourselves, get drinks, get snacks, whatever you need. And we'll be right back.